All right, so in this video, we're going to be talking about discrete and continuous functions and what is the difference between the two. Now, I've touched on them briefly in previous ones. So a set of data is said to be discrete if the values belong to a set of distinct or separate values. So a discrete data set can be counted. Some examples are like the number of people in class, number of TVs, number of puppies in a litter, number of questions on a math test. So these are things you can't have partials of, right? Okay. A set of data is said to be continuous if the values belong to this set can take on any value within a finite or infinite interval. So guys, this is usually our measuring things like a ruler, a stopwatch, thermometer, timer, speedometer, things like that. So here's some examples: the height of a horse, time to complete a task, temperature outside, and speed of a car on. Okay, so as I've touched on briefly, remember discrete is just a specific set of points on a graph, and continuous is connected by a line of some sort. So let's look at a table. So when we're looking at a table, unless they give me specific things that my input is, then I'm going to assume it is discrete. Okay, so these here both give me that in this top one, my input is time, and my input is relay teams. Okay, so we're going to look at our input. Since our output is based on our input, we only need to look at the input. Okay, so in this one, we've got time. We know that time is continuous. Okay, we can have, in this case, we're talking about hours, so I can have 3.5 hours, and that would give me a value in between these two. But on this one here, on the second one down here, we're looking at the number of relay teams. So this is discrete. I can't have half a team, right? So this is a number of something. So discrete will be counted, and that's one way to look at it. Now, if we're looking at a situation, so it says the linear function m equals 55 minus 8.5b represents the amount in m in dollars of money that you have after buying b number of books. Okay, so we're going to look at what our input value is here, which in this case is the b, right? That's my, here we go, my b, which is my number of books. Okay, so is this going to be discrete or continuous? Well, I can't buy half a book, can I? So this one is discrete because I can only buy whole number of books. Okay, and our final one, so I've got the number of y of calories burned after X hours of climbing rock climbing, can't read today, is represented by the linear function y equals 650x. Okay, so we're looking at our x. What does that x represent there? Sorry. So x is hours, right? Remember we talked about time. Time is almost always going to be continuous when it's my input value. Okay, so I can have half an hour, 3 hours, 3/4 of an hour. I can have partial hours. So that is why it's continuous. And that is it for this video.